Dear students, welcome to another lecture in quality control. Today, let us see this technique called Kaizen. K-A-I-Z-E-N, Kaizen. Now, what is Kaizen? Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy that aims at creating continuous improvement by small and continuous changes. So, this originated in Japan, and it is their philosophy as such, and it is aiming at creating continuous improvement. How are you aiming at continuous improvement? How are they aiming? By small changes and continuous changes. Okay, Kaizen, this word Kaizen came from two Japanese words. Kai means change and Zen meaning good. That means good change. But together they mean continuous improvement. So continuous improvement, that is what is Kaizen is. Kaizen means continuous improvement. Okay. So this Kaizen has its origin in post-World War II Japanese quality circles. We have studied about quality circles now. You see, actually, in World War II, Japan fought together with Germany and Italy, and these countries lost. Japanese was completely devastated, completely destroyed, and after 1945 they started building their country again, and they built it so well that it is one of the top countries. Even though it is an Asian country, it stands shoulder to shoulder with the European nations. Okay, anyway, so in their Japanese quality circles after the World War II, this Kaizen originated. Okay, these quality circles, they focused on preventing defects at the Toyota company. So see, typically it is based on cooperation and commitment. Cooperation between the workers and commitment to their work, and stands in contrast to approaches that use radical changes or top-down edicts to achieve transformation. Actually, no. See, you can bring a big drastic change in the company all of a sudden. Okay, but compared to that, you can bring small changes. Okay, see, which one do you think the workers will easily accept? You see, normally man is wired to to resist change. He doesn't accept willingly the changes, so he will say the old is good. So if you suddenly bring a drastic transformation, so then they will not accept it. They will be murmuring, they will not be cooperating. Okay, whereas if you bring small changes, then they will willingly accept it. Okay, so now when we are talking about Kaizen, no, we are talking about small changes. Okay, so Kaizen is the basis for lean manufacturing and the Toyota way. So these are some of the some of these principles that these companies used. Okay, on the basis of Kaizen. Okay, this was developed in manufacturing sector. Actually, the Kaizen originated in the manufacturing sector. That means actually where mechanical industries, where machining and other things, manufacturing with machine tools is involved, there it started. There, what was it used for? To lowering the defects, to eliminate wastages, to boost productivity, to encourage workers' purpose and accountability, to promote innovation. You see, it originated there. But afterwards, it is adopted in other industries also, including healthcare. You know, all the hospitals and pharmaceuticals and all the other things also. It can be applied to any area of business nowadays. Even to our own personal lives we can adopt it. Okay, Kaizen can use number of approaches and tools. See, there are number of tools. There is a list given here. Some of the things we have seen, some of the things we have not seen. Okay, we have seen fishbone diagram, Pareto diagram, 5S. I think we have not yet seen. We'll see. Okay, and these are some of the tools: value stream mapping, SIPOC, fishbone diagram, Pareto analysis, 5S, target process report, Kaizen newspaper. Then whatever the methodology they use. Okay, in an organization, the successful use of Kaizen, it depends upon how it is getting accepted in the organization, and from the CEO down, the chief executive officer, the topmost person, to the shop floor worker. All the people in the middle, how they are accepting it, how this Kaizen is gaining support among these people. On the basis of that, whatever methodology you use, the Kaizen will be successful if everybody accepts. If everybody rejects, or if some of the people reject also, it may fail. Okay, then say 10 principles of Kaizen. Because executing Kaizen requires enabling the right mindset throughout the company, all the people involved in the company. 10 principles which address the Kaizen mindset are commonly referenced as the core of the philosophy. So these 10 principles are: let go of assumptions, be proactive about solving problems. It is not that you should be, you after the problem has come, then you are trying to understand what has happened and you are trying to address it. No, that is reactive way. Proactive means, even before something happens itself, you are going out of the way and trying to understand and find out the causes and other things. Don't accept the status quo just because people are doing. You should not do. See, you find out the reason why they do it. Okay, and then you have to do it. Let go of perfectionism. Say perfectionism, people don't want to be exactly to the rule, to the exactly as it should be. See, let go of means don't aim for such kind of absolutely 100% correct perfectionism, and take an attitude of iterative adaptive changes. A little changes, you try to incorporate. Then look for solutions as you find mistakes. When you are finding problems, immediately try to find solutions. This is Kaizen way. Kaizen means small improvements, continuous improvements. Okay, and then create an environment in which everyone feels empowered. You see, when somebody will be empowered, even workers and everyone, see, if they are able to contribute something, if their opinions they matter, if whatever they say, people or the managers are listening. Okay, if they are suggesting something good, that is being implemented, people are appreciating them. Okay, they are given recognition, at such times, they feel empowered. Okay, so create an environment like that. You see that such big differences, you should not be always showing that, hey, I am the manager and you are the worker. Okay, you should not. You see, that's why so many companies That's why the so many companies, they use uniform. Everybody from the top man to the, to the, from the CEO, the general manager, to the shop floor worker, everybody has the same uniform. Say so, that is a kind of, saying that we are all, we are all the same. All are equally important. So then, they feel a kind of, even the workers will feel empowered. Okay, then don't accept the obvious issue just because, it is very obvious. That means, they say, if this is happens, this is what they do, you know because they have been always doing. So that is an obvious thing, okay. Don't accept the obvious issue. Instead, ask why 5 times. You see, every time you ask why, if if this, when this happens, we do this. Okay, somebody may say, then you should ask, why do we do like this only? Why not in some other way? You should ask how many times they are asking you to ask. 5 times you should ask, to get to the root cause. Then you will understand. You see that see, you should go to the first principles. Some of the people talk about first principles. You should go to the first principles, and try to understand. Then your idea will be very clear. The clarity will be there. Then cull information and opinions from multiple people. Don't be gathering information from multiple sources. Then there will be confusion. And opinions also, some 10 people's opinion don't take. Okay, so you cull the information and opinions from multiple people. Then use creativity to find low cost small improvements. Creatively people should think. You encourage the creativity in all the people who are involved, even amongst the workers, supervisors, and middle level managers and higher level managers. Create, you encourage creativity. Use that creativity to find low cost solutions. Some of the solutions, they won't involve a lot of money also. Then never stop improving. So these are the 10 principles of Kaizen. Then Kaizen cycle of continuous improvement. Yeah, I will show you cycle. This is a cycle of continuous improvement. You see, continuous improvement of Kaizen is, get employees involved, gather a list of problems, encourage solutions, test the solution, regularly measure and analyze the results. If successful, adapt the solution and repeat. These are the 7 principles, 7 things that are involved in this Kaizen cycle. So if the first one is get employees involved. You see, seek the involvement of employees. Everybody, you take the help of everybody. Okay, and in the small groups also you can organize, like a quality circles and other things. You can gather information, we can relay information, and from them now you can spread to others also. You see, you get everybody involved. Okay, that is the first thing. Second is find problems. Using widespread feedback from all employees, gather a list of problems. You get a list of problems. What are the problems? What are the problems existing? And how we can solve them. What are the opportunities to solve the potential opportunities? Create a short list of if there are many issues. Then third one is create a solution. Once you have found out the problems, you create the solutions. Okay, you should encourage the employees to give their creative solutions, and you encourage any type of idea. Okay, and then when you gather number of ideas, number of solutions for a problem, whichever is the best one, whichever is the suitable one, that you pick. Okay, then fourth one is test the solution. Once you have picked the solution, then you have to test it, you have to implement that. Okay, and everybody should participate in that, and you create a pilot program and take steps to test that solution that you have selected. Then afterwards, after testing, you analyze the results. Now you should see whether what results you expected you got or not. At different intervals, you check the progress, and uh, with that ground level worker, you be in contact, you keep him engaged, and you find out how successful that change has been. Then you standardize. If the result is as was expected, it is a positive thing, then you adopt the solution everywhere in the organization, throughout the organization. And then seventh is repeat means, these are these steps should be repeated in ongoing process. Okay, because you have to be continuously improving, and new problems again you take, and next problem is solved, any problem that comes, you solve in this manner. That is the Kaizen cycle. Then let us see about the advantages of Kaizen. Okay, now Kaizen, because it is focusing on gradual improvement, not a sudden drastic improvement, it's a gradual improvement. So Kaizen create a gentle approach, and because it is a gentle approach, the people will not be resistant, and if some of the things, because people, workers and others, managers and others, they have not taken it positively. Some of the good things also had to be abandoned in the middle, but because it is a gentler approach, gradual improvement, Kaizen can easily be adapted into the system. Then second advantage is Kaizen encourages scrutiny of process so that mistakes and waste can be reduced. Okay, because everybody is involved, and actually the person who is involved, the person who is responsible for machining or anything, if he is involved, okay, so it will avoid big mistakes and wastages. Okay, and through Kaizen, inspection needs are lessened because errors are reduced. Okay, then fourth advantage is employee morale grows because it produces a sense of value and purposefulness, and everybody is contributing, in his own way. You see, the philosophy of Kaizen has gone throughout the company. Everybody is involved. They are now following a philosophy called Kaizen. See, therefore, they think they can also contribute. They feel empowered, and therefore their morale will grow. Then fifth advantage is teamwork also increases because of this. Because employees think beyond their routine work. They think not only restricting to their own department, they may even think of other departments, some solutions also. Okay, see, teamwork increases. If he finds solution for the other department, he may go and tell also to those people. Okay, so teamwork increases. Then client focus increases as customer requirements awareness is raised. Client focus also increases. This is very essential, because all the products that we are making are with the client's focus or customers focus or consumers focus. Okay, this increases as it should increase. Then systems are in place to ensure improvements are encouraged, both short and long term. You see, because you are continuously adopting the small improvements, because you are following Kaizen, you see all the changes and other things. You see, even if when you introduce some big changes also, you see, for improvements, all the systems are set, they are in place. Okay, so these are the advantages of Kaizen. Then disadvantages. See, there are two disadvantages stated here. Companies with cultures of territorialism, territorialism. Territorialism, that means, those people who are restricting to their own small territory, or closed communication. Some of the companies, they cannot even pass information to the higher ups. Only you have to listen and do the work. Okay, see, that is a communication channels are closed. Such people, they have to first focus on these changes, to bring to create a receptive environment. This takes time, but anyway, you cannot be having such kind of culture of territorialism and closed communication. You cannot have such kind of cultures and prosper nowadays in the global scenario if you want to exist, and if you want to do business and grow. Okay, anyway, short-term Kaizen events may create a burst of excitement, and that is shallow and short-lived, and gets abandoned before long. See, this is another philosophy, a negative approach. Some people will say, oh, just because we implemented Kaizen, this is only for a few days, and everybody will have a burst of energy and excitement in the beginning, and afterwards, you see all the enthusiasm, this melts away. Okay, so therefore, all that excitement is only shallow, it is not deep. Okay, it is only short-lived, and some people may say, but you see, these are not big disadvantages. They can be overcome, and you can implement Kaizen in your company and prosper. Okay, then real life Kaizen examples. See, Toyota is arguably the most famous for its use of Kaizen. You see, actually, it is in the Toyota's quality circles. This has origins. This originated. So they are the most famous company which has used Kaizen. But there are other companies also who have used this approach successfully. You see, there are some 3 companies are mentioned here. Lockheed Martin. This is an American aerospace company, and see, they have used Kaizen. So through the use of Kaizen, it has successfully reduced manufacturing costs. You see, they reduced the manufacturing costs, it seems. Okay, they reduced the inventory also, and they cut delivery time. In these 3 areas, they made great success. Okay, so this is one example, where this company, American aerospace company called Lockheed Martin, used Kaizen and Kaizen successfully. Another company is Ford Motor Company. This Ford Motor Company, when lean devotee Alan Mulally became CEO of Ford in 2006, the auto giant was on the brink of bankruptcy. See, in 2006 it went to bankruptcy, it seems. Then this man who became CEO, he used Kaizen, and there was a big turnaround. There's a famous corporate turnaround in history. Those company that was going bankrupt, from the brink of bankruptcy, it was brought to again, to existence, and to a turnaround, a success. Okay, so Kaizen is used there by this Alan Mulally. Okay, this man who is a CEO. Then another company, Pixar Animation Studios. These are some of the animation movies and other things they make. Pixar. This has taken a continuous improvement model. That means they used Kaizen, that reduced risks of expensive movie failures by using quality control checks and iterative processes. So these movie making companies also, Pixar company also, they reduce the risk of expensive failures. If you make the you see, the big failures, they avoided using the Kaizen philosophy. Okay, so yeah, I think this much is, we have studied about Kaizen, and we will stop here. Okay, we will do in the next lecture. We will see the next topic. Thank you.